Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So just as I have promised earlier, I said I was going to introduce an app that cleans your data sets for you, right? So what this app basically does is that it cleans your data sets. No matter how messy your data set is going to clean it for you, right? Now, this app is amazing. I've been using this app for quite a time now, and I decided, why don't you share this with your community, right? Why don't you share this with your friends so that they can use it? Okay, now with this app you no longer have to spend hours, you don't have to spend days, you don't have to spend weeks, sometimes months cleaning a particular data set. Okay, so this app solves that problem for you, provided you know what you are doing and you use Excel. If you want to perform simple calculations, this app does it for you, right? If you want to clean your data, it does it for you. Like, this app is amazing and I've been using it. Okay, tested and trusted, and I'm here to present this app to you. But before we go straight into this app, okay, I would like to show you the data set I want to clean using this app. Now, this is the data set I want to clean using this app, the Amazon data set. Okay, now as you can see, this data set is messed up, like it is messy. You can see the price column here. The price column is messy. It has strange characters attached to it. Also, the actual price column, the same thing. And also the product name has long description attached to it, which is not right. Okay, what we just need is the specific product name, if that's possible. Okay, we don't need product name with descriptions attached inside the product name, right? And also we don't need most of the columns here. You can see review ID. We don't need the review ID. Okay, we already have product ID, which is fine for our analysis, right? We don't need review title. No, we don't need that. We don't need image link. We don't need product link. We don't need the about user column. We don't need user ID. We don't actually need it for this analysis, except you want to keep it, but we don't need it, right? Personally, I would suggest you take it out. We don't need the user ID. We don't need the about product. We don't need username. No, we don't need that. We don't need the review ID. We don't need review title. We don't need image link and product link. Okay, now I'm just trying to point out things we don't need in the app, while we go straight to the app to clean our data set. We are not going to clean anything in Excel at all. We are not going to do any data cleaning in Excel, right? We will be using the app, right? Okay, and also for the review content, right, we need the review content, so that is going to stay. But then the review content have strange characters. As you can see, this one, I like it. You can see a strange symbol attached to it. It has things like that in the review content, right? And it has long descriptions. We are going to take that out. We are going to shorten long descriptions. That is one thing I love about this app that I'm going to introduce to you, right? You can also um convert percentage to fraction. Isn't that amazing? And also you can also as you can see here in this rating counts, most of the text here, most of the rating count values here are detected as text already in Excel, right? You can see this one is detected as a text. It's not supposed to be by the left, it's supposed to be by the right. Do you understand? It's not supposed to be aligned by the left, it is supposed to be aligned by the right. For it to be aligned by the left, that means Excel is treating it as a text. So we're going to correct that in the app. Okay, and also this discounted price and actual price, Excel is treating it as a text already, because man, as you can see, it has strange characters attached to them. So Excel just assume, oh, this is a text, it is not a number, it is not a figure, right? It is not, they are not numbers, they are text. So Excel is treating it as a text column. Do you understand? So we're going to fix this in the app. Okay, just as I have said earlier, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to clean anything in Excel. Okay, everything will be done in the app, and it's going to give us our output in Excel. Then we can also download the output and view it in Excel. Isn't that amazing? Okay, now to use this app, go to your Chrome or your browser, anyone that you are using, then simply type datarevamper.com. So this is it, datarevamper.com. Okay, then you can also watch the demo to see how it works, right? You can watch demo to see how it works. Okay, you can do that. And also, before you start using it, all you need to do is click on get started. You have to sign up first. When you sign up, then you verify your email. After verifying your email, then you can log in, right? And also, the good thing about this app is that it gives the users 2 days free trial upon sign up. And after that, you can upgrade to the premium plan, right? But then if you don't upgrade to the premium plan, there are some free features you can still use for your data cleaning, which is still okay. But I'll advise you to upgrade so that you can enjoy the best out of this app. So now they said upload a CSV or Excel file, right? Now we're going to click here, choose file. Then this is the Amazon data set you want to clean, right? I've selected it. Then I'm going to click on open, right? Then I'm going to click here, load data set. So upload in progress, running a full data set scan and detecting issues. Large data sets may take a while, please wait. So we're going to wait for it to load successfully. When it's load, then we'll go straight into cleaning our data set. So let's wait. Oh, it has loaded, right? Now, this is it. Issues and suggested fixes found in your uploaded data set. Okay, issues and suggested fixes found are what? So let's go through the issues it has found together, right? For the first one, it said data scanned 1,465 rows, which is correct. Okay, then missing values, two missing values detected in written count. Okay, combined values, it's listed the combined values section. Okay, then numeric values stored as text. Remember, I mentioned that discounted price and actual price are stored as text, right? And also rating count. If you remember, I mentioned that, so it has also detected it here. Okay, then currency symbols, you can see currency symbols detected in about products. I mentioned that the about product has so many descriptions, but then we don't need the about products, right? Review content, we need review content, and it detected an issue there, right? We're going to solve that. Percentage symbols, okay. These are the issues: URL in text, outliers. So there are outliers in rating and rating count. We'll have duplicate identifiers, right? And also long text description, just as I said earlier, long text description in about product name, category. So now we have casing inconsistency. We have special characters. Now we are going to solve all these. And look at the suggested fixes. It gave you the steps you can go to fix all those problems, right? Now let's go to step one. Step one here listed the products columns, sorry, the data set columns we have, and also the number of rows that this data set has, which is 1,465 rows. Okay, and also the number of columns it has, right? Then it gave example of the columns in the data set. This is the example of the kind of columns you have in your data set. Okay, then you can, do you want to split a column? For this data set, when I was checking it, we don't need to split any column. We don't need to split. At the beginning, we have columns that need splitting, like let me say customer name and it's mixed together with the first name and last name, I would have said yes, let us split the column. But for this our data set, we don't have anything like that, so I'm going to skip splitting of um column. But then if you want to split your column, in case you have a data set you would like to split column, you can click here, select column to split, click on it and select the column you want to split, right? And also you can also auto split. Okay, you can auto split. The difference between auto split and manual split is that auto split will automatically split the selected column you have chosen, right? While manual split, you have to select the column. For example, let's do this, let's select product ID, right? Then you have to indicate a delimiter, right? Now this delimiter means what should it look for to split that column? Is it a comma? So before you select manual split, you need to go through your original data set to know why am I splitting this column and what are those identifiers to split this column. Is it a comma? Is it a space? You understand? Or is it a slash? Like you need to find an identifier you need for it to split the column. Do you get? Now that is it for this. So we're not splitting any column, just as I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to turn this off, right? Step 2, data set inspection. Now in this step 2, you can rename your column, right? Now we're going to rename those columns that we want to retain. I don't want to use the original column names like this, so I'm going to go ahead to rename them. Okay, as you can see, the original column names have underscore attached to them, so I'm just going to remove the underscore and use a proper casing for this. Just going to rename this, right? Just going to do this. Then for the category, I'll just change the C to a capital letter. I've been using this app for my personal use and also for my work, and it has been amazing. Like, it has been amazing. You're going to enjoy this. So this is for discounted price. This is for actual price, right? It's supposed to be A. So I'm taking, okay, discounted percentage. Yeah, we're keeping this. For the rating, change the R, the small R to capital R. Rating count, we're taking out, okay, yeah, I'm keeping rating count. Don't forget, before you apply any cleaning rule to this using this app, you need to study your data set, right? And also, if you don't if you're not, if it's not just for data analysts, right? You can also, if you're a student, you're a businessman, businesswoman, you run an organization or a company and you make use of Excel, this app is for you. So this is about products, but no, I don't need to change this. I'm going to take out about products. So the next thing I'm going to rename is review content. Okay, so that's for renaming our column. So the next thing now we're going to do is duplicate handling, right? So you're meant to select a column you want it to help and treat your duplicates, right? So I'm going to select product ID. Then do you want to handle duplicates? I'll click yes, and I'm going to select based on the selected identifier, right? Then for step 4, it has to do with auto detected dates and column. I don't have any dates here, so I'm going to skip this. Then do you want to delete any column? Yes, I want to delete columns. I'm going to delete about products, user ID, username, review ID, review title, image link, and product link. So I'm deleting these columns, right? Then also for step 5, do you want to merge columns into one? No, I don't want to merge anything. So I'm going to turn this off. Then row quality check, delete full empty rows. We don't have any full empty rows. So I'm going to turn off this. Then this is where the magic happens. Now let's clean our data, right? For the product ID, let's just, no issue detected in product ID, but you can just trim it. You can just trim it. Then for the product name, a lot of issues here is detected. So I'm going to trim, right? I'm going to also perform test cleanup, right? Then I'm going to remove strange characters. Okay, yes. Then I'm going to shorten the text. Remember, product ID has a long text description. Sorry, product name has a long text description inside the product name. Like it has descriptions inside the product name, which we don't want, right? So I'm going to shorten it. And to do this, I'm going to say remove text after, as you can see the example here, remove text after any word, comma, full stop, or symbol. Like we can do that. Now what I'm going to write here to shorten my text description for product name, I'm going to say remove, let me use small caps. I'm going to say remove text after compatible, because that is, when I studied that data set, most of the extra descriptions and the long descriptions comes after compatible or support, right? So I'm going to remove shorten text after those words, compatible, or I think compatible is spelled this way, right? Or support, right? Then I'm going to say comma retain, because product name has colors attached to them, so I don't want those colors to be deleted also. So I'm going to say retain colors in brackets, yeah, in brackets, retain colors in brackets if any is found, right? Then end with a full stop, end with full stop. Okay, so this is it to shorten my text description for products. Then for category, yeah, category has the same issue. It has multiple values detected, so I'm going to do this. Okay, then I'm going to, if you, let's go back to our Excel so I can show you something. For category, as you can see, look at the way category is presented in the original data set: computer and accessories, right? Like we need to shorten this and we need to make it look presentable, right? So I will come back and say replace value in category. Yes, I want to replace a value. I want to replace that and symbol. So I'm going to say replace this towards and. Do you understand? Then I'm going to say remove text after this. Okay, then for products, yeah, I just remember something. Let's standardize products name, so let's make it proper case. Okay, then for discounted price, remember discounted price is being treated as text, and again it has some strange symbols attached to it. So I'm going to trim this like this. Okay, I'm going to do convert to number also. The same thing for the actual price, and convert to number, so it will be treated as a number and not a text. Then for the discounted percentage, I'm going to trim, then I'm going to convert it to fraction. I don't want the percentage to be showing. Remember, this is our discounted percentage. It has the percentage reflecting in the cells, right? So I don't want that to show. Then for the rating, I'll just trim. I don't have any issue in rating, right? Yep. So I'll just trim. Then for the rating counts was treated as um text, some parts. So I'm going to trim and convert to number. Okay. Then for the review content, I'm going to, it has so many long description. So I'm going to trim like this. Then I'm going to standardize it proper. Then I'm going to say remove text after full stop, right? Because I noticed after the first full stop, we now had those extra long description. So I want to take that out. Remove text after full stop, comma, then end with full stop. Okay, we just cleaned our data set. Now for step 8, step 8 is asking us if we want to detect outlier. Should we detect an outlier? If you want to detect an outlier, all you just have to do is come here, select the column you want to detect outlier, then click on detect only. Or you can also you can detect the outlier. When you choose a column, you can remove the row, but I'll just prefer still leave your original row and just detect only. Do you get? Then for the extract rows by condition, now you can extract rows by condition with this app. For the purpose of this training, we don't need outlier detection and we don't need to extract rows by condition. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to use step 8 and step 9. Okay, then for step 10, you can derive additional columns, like you can derive bucket columns. Okay, for this our data set, I would like to derive a sentiment column based on the review content, right? So I would like you to show me the sentiments based on review content, if those contents are positive, negative, or neutral, right? I would like to. Then also, if you don't want any suggestion here that it gave to you, you can always impute your own derived column rule here, but these are the formats you must follow. Look at here, it gave you example of formats you have to follow to derive a column. You understand? So that is for step 10. Then for step 11, calculations, we're not performing any calculations here, right? But this to perform any calculation, just click on your years. You can perform simple calculation, minimum, maximum, subtotal, and total. For subtotal, when you select a subtotal, you have to use what um non-numeric columns for subtotal. That is how it works, right? But I'm not performing anything here, so I'm going to click no. Then do you want to apply percentage increment? You can apply percentage increment to any numeric column, right? Even with a condition, or you can just apply directly, right? In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use step 8, step 9, and step 11. Okay, then also you can perform any calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so that is it. Then um after you have finished performing these cleaning steps, you can go right to your preview to see changes you have made, right? Preparing files for preview. Okay, so it is up. These are all the things I performed in those steps. As you can see, status, pass, right? Now I want to, you can view your before and after, just a you can view your before and after data, right? The original data and the um output. Then also you can preview your data sample, the cleaning you have carried out. As you can see, product name, right? You can see all the steps we did, right? You can see how it looks, right? Neat and clean. You can see the right columns we added. Okay, so now to download your data, you have to come here and click here. So download clean output, right? But for you to download your clean output, you have to type exactly this: proceed with cleaning exactly as approved, with the full stop exactly the way it is written here. You have to input that into the box to download. So what I usually do, so I don't make mistake by typing it manually, I will just copy this like so, copy and paste it. Okay, then I will now click on execute approve cleaning, preparing data for download. So I'm going to wait until it is done preparing my data for download. And yes, it has prepared my data for download. So I'm going to click on download clean Excel, right? I'm going to click on download clean Excel and wait for it. So this is it, clean Excel, it has downloaded. Now let us open our Excel and see the magic. So this is it. Can you see it? Is this not amazing? Now look at our data sets. Neat, prepared. Like, this is analysis ready. What else do you want? What do you need? Right? This is it. This is it. Mind you, our product's name was shortened though. See it, it was shortened. Can you see it? It was shortened. Remember, we took out text after compatible and support. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. Okay? And be expecting more updates, right? I'll be sharing more tips, I'll be sharing more updates. Okay? So that is it. And let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying this app. Okay? So I will rename this sentiment score column. I'm going to rename this to sentiment score. Okay, so that is all on how to use Data Revamper. Thank you for watching. Bye.